Our day usually start around 9:30. It depends on if we have releases that day. So today I didn't have a release, but I had two clients. One that had to get to probation on 273, and one that had to get to the bridge clinic. So took care of that. Now I'm on my way to another client, which lives on Franklin Street at a DPA, a sober living house. And he has to get to a doctor's appointment, so that's what we're about to do now.
So another question for you. So how long you been here with DCJ, and how did you even find out about this position?
Well, I've been with DCJ since October of 2020. A friend told me about the job, and I applied online and went through a series of interviews, and been with DCJ ever since. I love the job. I love just helping out and trying to help people get back on their feet from being incarcerated, which a lot of us, or some of us, have been incarcerated, and always willing to help somebody with a second chance. So like I said, I've been here since 2020, and it's been busy ever since, so I guess that's a good thing.
So what do you think is like the hardest, I guess, aspect of the job?
The hardest aspect of the job to me is just being the first, like as a peer specialist, like you the first line of defense coming out. When somebody's coming out there, you like the first face they see, that not from not being incarcerated. So it's like just the hardest part is just trying to get build a relationship with a client, just so they feel comfortable. So y'all can try to work on some of the things that they may need or may not need. That's basically the hardest part.
Okay.
So how did you get in contact with DCJ? How did you find out about DCJ?
Down at Sussex County when I was in prison.
Got it. How long ago was that?
I just got out January 22nd. That was here.
And how's it been, getting assistance and just, working with Ernest and DCJ?
Oh, it's been moving right along. I mean, some things they take slow, but it's not about him. It's about how different things work out. But it's been working.
Do you think it's been, a lot, I want to say easier, but more helpful, with Ernest and with the folks at DCJ than if you was on your own with Reentry?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it's kind of helpful too, like for older guys like Mr. Miller, come home, and a lot of people lose their families and all kind of things and just don't have the help. Coming back home, like a lot of people pass on, and the kids is older and they got their own life going on. Sometimes they just don't have the capability or the availability to help out as much as DCJ might have, or somebody else might have to to run you around at different appointments and stuff like that. It takes up a major part of your day. Like I know with Mr. Miller, we struggled with Social Security and all kinds of stuff trying to get things set up, where it was like constantly repeating ourselves, trying to get his ID and his birth certificate and Social Security set up and food benefits and stuff like that. So it takes up a lot of time and effort to try to get it straight. But once you get it going, it seems like it moves right along.
Yeah, incidentally, I'm still waiting on my birth certificate. I called a day and they told me it takes about 3 weeks, and this is going on the 3rd week. But they say it haven't came in yet. It has come from Florida.
Yeah, that's why it kind of takes a little longer when you born out of state.
Yeah.
It's kind of easier when you're born in state. You can get it. You know what I'm saying? You got different resources where you can get it. Born out of state, it's kind of hard.
Mr. Miller, you said you was down in Smyrna?
Yeah, well, the last place was in Sussex, about a year in Sussex. But total amount of time is, I say 18 years I did down in Smyrna, but it's been actually about 20 years.
Okay, we are at the Henrietta Johnson Center. We're helping Mr. Miller with one of his medical appointments. It's just been a process as far as like just getting him set up with his medical and getting a primary care physician. So, like I said, we here, we get lab work to help with his insulin medication and just his daily medications that he needs. We've been going through this process since he's been released, but the Henrietta Johnson Center has been a big help for us, and most of the clients do come here, so it's just been a big resource for us at DCJ.
So can you tell me what you're doing right now, and try to encourage people to come donate and drop off some food if they don't know about things like this?
Yeah, this spot right here is in front of Henrietta Johnson Medical Center, and it's a place where you can come and get food. If you are lacking food, you come here and get food materials. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm here today to give back because I was someplace else. The things that I don't normally eat, I bring and pass it on to somebody else. That's why I'm here doing this, giving back to my community. And my name is Ralph Clark.
I appreciate you, Ralph. Thank you very much for this. You're welcome.
Health is severe, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta have a lot of patience, man. I didn't know we was gonna like service a lot of the mental health, clients and just dealing with different things. So it's like a big part that you got kind of understand with different people's trauma and things that they dealing with. So you got kind of just be mindful and understand, especially like a lot of people like with mental health issues sometimes don't trust a lot of people. So you definitely got to have conversations and understand and try to gain their trust, so you can just try to help them be successful. But like we use the Bridge Clinic a lot in different companies, so it helps out a lot. But it definitely is a challenge sometimes as far as like the mental health community. But I'm glad that they got like different, they take it, they take it more serious now than what they probably have did in the past. So that's a good thing.
You mean the clients too?
Well, just people helping, reaching out for the client.
Got it.
More on the mental health side. Probably years ago, you know, I know a lot of people was just like, oh, this person or that person with mental. A lot of people didn't understand mental health, and they was just basically, you know, sending clients to the Delaware State Hospital and was just, you know, I ain't gonna say forgetting about them, but they really wasn't servicing them as much as you see them do it now today.
Supporting them, giving the support they need.
Yeah, you get a lot of support in the prison system. They even have like certain courts, like mental health court, stuff like that, mental health probation. You know, different probation officers that deal with specifically with mental health, which is a big help. You know, and it's even harder too when they're dealing with substance abuse and mental health. You know, it's harder. So but now it seems like they out here, you know, different companies is out here servicing that and giving the clients, you know, the help that they need. So that's definitely a good thing.